Stop.
Wait, just stop for a second.
Before you say you cannot practice English because you are too shy,
Before you say your English is not good enough to speak,
watch this video.
because today we are going to show you that shyness is not your enemy.
And speaking English, even with mistakes, is the only way to get better.
So stay with us. This video could change the way you think about English forever.
In the next 10 to 15 minutes, we are going to give you real, simple tools.
Tools you can use today, not next week, not when your English is perfect.
We will explain why you feel shy. We will show you how to break that feeling, and we will give you a daily practice plan.
No difficult grammar, no boring lessons, just real talk between two people who love helping English learners.
Sound good? Great. Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. I am Kate.
And I am Martin. Thank you so much for joining us today.
This channel is for English learners who want to speak with more confidence.
We talk about real topics, real problems, and we give you real solutions.
If you are new here, welcome. We are so happy you found us.
And if you have been here before, welcome back. You are part of our family now.
Yes, a big, friendly English-speaking family.
The best kind. Okay, Kate, let's get into today's topic. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us a lot.
Yes, today we are talking about shyness, how to stop being shy when you speak English.
This is one of the biggest problems for English learners everywhere.
Everywhere. I hear this all the time. People say, my English is okay, but I'm just too shy to speak.
And we are going to fix that today.
Okay, Martin, let's start at the beginning. Why do people feel shy in English?
Great question. I think the number one reason is fear of making mistakes.
Yes, nobody wants to say the wrong word. Nobody wants people to laugh at them.
Exactly. And so they say nothing. They stay quiet and they feel safe.
But here's the problem. If you stay quiet, your English never improves.
Right. It's a cycle. You feel scared, so you don't speak. And because you don't speak, your English stays the same. And then you feel even more scared next time.
We call that the shy cycle, and we want to break it.
Now, Kate, be honest. Were you ever shy in English?
Yes, absolutely. When I first started practicing English with native speakers, I was terrified.
What happened?
I remember my first real English conversation outside of class. I was at a coffee shop. The person behind the counter asked me a simple question, something like, small or large?
Oh no, the classic coffee shop test.
And my mind went completely blank. I just pointed at the cup.
You pointed at the cup.
I pointed at the cup. No words, just a finger.
I love that story because it is so real, so human.
But here's the thing. I survived. The world did not end. The person just smiled and gave me my coffee.
That is such an important lesson. The worst thing that usually happens, it is not that bad.
Not bad at all. And after that moment, I felt a little bit braver. I had done it. I had communicated in English, even if I only used one finger.
Progress. Okay, so the first idea is this. Shyness comes from fear of making mistakes, and the way to fight it is small, brave moments, one at a time.
Exactly. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to be brave enough to try.
Okay, let's talk about the biggest mistake shy people make. Kate, what do you think it is?
Waiting. Waiting until their English is perfect before they speak.
Yes, this is so common.
People say, I will start speaking when I know more vocabulary, or I will speak when my grammar is better.
But that day never comes because you only get better at speaking by speaking, not by studying more grammar.
Think about it like riding a bicycle. You cannot learn to ride a bicycle by reading a book about bicycles.
You have to get on the bicycle. You will fall, maybe a few times.
You will look silly. Your friends might laugh a little.
But then, one day, you are riding, and nobody is laughing anymore. They're impressed.
It is the same with English. You must speak to learn how to speak.
Now, Kate, I want to share something. I used to prepare too much before speaking. I would plan every sentence in my head before saying anything.
Oh, I know that feeling. You are translating everything in your head first.
Exactly. I would think in my first language, translate to English, and then speak. And by the time I finished thinking, the conversation had moved on.
That is so relatable. Everyone does this at first.
The tip here is stop translating. Start thinking directly in English. Even simple things. When you wake up, think, I am tired. When you eat, think, this is delicious. Small English thoughts throughout your day.
It trains your brain to work in English, not just translate to English.
Big difference, huge difference. And it makes speaking so much faster and more natural.
So the second idea is stop waiting. Start speaking now and train yourself to think in English, not translate.
Well said.
Okay, now let's get practical. Let's give people real techniques they can use right now.
Great. Technique number 1. Use time-buying phrases. These are short phrases that give you a few extra seconds to think.
Oh, I love this. Give us some examples, Martin.
Sure, when someone asks you a question, instead of freezing, say something like, that's a good question, or let me think about that, or even just, interesting.
These phrases are so powerful. You sound natural, you sound confident, and you buy yourself time to think.
Native speakers use them all the time. They're not cheating, they are normal conversation tools.
Technique number 2, describe it if you forget the word.
Yes, this is a game changer. If you forget a word, do not stop the conversation. Describe it instead.
For example, if you forget the word umbrella, you can say, it is the thing you hold over your head when it rains.
People understand you, the conversation keeps going, and you do not freeze.
This technique also shows intelligence. It shows you can communicate even when your vocabulary is limited.
Technique number 3, prepare starter sentences. Have a few easy sentences ready before a conversation.
Like, hi, I'm Kate, nice to meet you. Or, can you repeat that please? Or, I'm still learning English, so please speak slowly.
That last one is so useful. Most people are very kind when they know you're learning. They slow down, they help you.
People love to help. Most conversations, people are happy, kind, and patient.
And technique number 4, practice in safe places first.
Yes, you do not have to start with a big presentation at work. Start small.
Talk to a shopkeeper, say hello to someone at a coffee shop. Order your food in English.
Small conversations, low pressure, big confidence boost.
Every small win trains your brain to think, hey, English is okay. I can do this.
And those small wins add up. Slowly, your confidence grows. Okay, let's give our viewers a simple daily practice plan. Martin, you start.
Perfect. Here is a 15-minute plan you can do every single day.
Every day, even if you are busy, even if you are tired, 15 minutes.
First, 5 minutes of speaking. Talk to yourself, out loud. Tell yourself about your day. Describe what you see around you, or retell a story you know.
It feels a little strange at first, but it works so well. Your mouth gets used to making English sounds.
Second, 5 minutes of listening. Watch a short video in English, a YouTube video, a short podcast. Listen without subtitles if you can.
If it is too hard, use English subtitles, not your language subtitles. English only.
And third, 5 minutes of reading or writing. Read a short article or write 3 sentences about your day in English.
That is it. 15 minutes. Every day. Simple.
The key is consistency. 15 minutes every day is much better than 2 hours once a week.
Your brain learns better with small, regular practice. Here are some bonus tips for when you are practicing on your own.
These are fun, easy, and they really work.
Tip 1. Record yourself speaking. Listen back. You will hear your own progress.
Tip 2. Change your phone language to English. You use your phone all day. Use it to learn.
Tip 3. Label objects in your home. Put small sticky notes on your furniture, your door, your window, your chair.
Tip 4. Sing English songs. Music helps your brain remember words naturally.
Tip 5. Follow English social media accounts. Read short English captions every day.
Tip 6. Watch English movies or shows with English subtitles. Even 20 minutes helps.
And tip 7, find a language exchange partner online. Apps like HelloTalk or Tandem can help you find someone to practice with for free.
All of these tips work. Pick 2 or 3 that you enjoy and do them regularly.
Okay, time for our question of the day.
This is the part where we want to hear from you.
Here's today's question, and please write your answer in the comments below.
The question is, what is one situation where you feel shy in English? And what is one small thing you will try this week to push past that shyness?
Write your answer below. Even one sentence is great. It's good English practice.
And we read every single comment. We will try to reply to as many as possible.
Because this community is special, and your comments inspire other learners too.
Okay, let's do a quick recap before we say goodbye.
Yes. So today we talked about why shyness happens in English.
We talked about the shy cycle and how to break it.
We talked about the biggest mistake shy learners make, waiting for perfect English.
We gave you 4 practical techniques: time-buying phrases, describing forgotten words, starter sentences, and safe practice places.
We gave you a 15-minute daily plan.
We gave you 7 bonus tips for solo practice.
And we reminded you that mistakes are not failure. They are learning.
That is a lot of value in one video.
It really is. Okay, if you enjoyed today's episode, please give us a thumbs up. It helps our channel so much.
And if you are new here, please subscribe. We post new episodes every day, all about speaking English with confidence.
Share this video with a friend who is learning English. Maybe they need this message today.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. You are doing amazing. Keep practicing, keep going.
And remember, your English does not have to be perfect. It just has to be brave. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.